we are seeing a change that ZPM is who is not a constituent of the NDA. ZPM leading in 20 seats, MNF is 11, Congress is 6, and BJP is leading in 1 seat. So does this trend surprise you? Are you on expected lines? You must have been looking at Mizoram from a distance.
Well, good morning, Masbi, to you and your viewers. We'll have to wait for the results. But what seemed to be the indication that was coming from Mizoram through the campaigning period, as also in terms of the exit polls, that the ZPM was expected to do well. The ZPM has been a regional party as the MNF, working for a long time in that area, and they've had a political presence, but never been able to get the sizable number of seats to propel them into the zone of government formation or lead a government. That the exit polls is indicating for this election that the ZPM should be in the pole position, may get the majority itself, or may finally be close to that. However, what we need to bear in mind is that, as you also understand, Vaspeed, and I've been there in several states, the Prabhari, the margin in small constituencies of Mizoram and some of the states is very, very narrow. It can sometimes come to the counting of the last 10 votes also. The margin normally can be 100, 200, because they are smaller constituencies. So I would hold my horses in terms of initial trends holding out, because eventually these can undergo a dramatic change.
Right.
As far as the BJP is concerned, our stake or presence in Mizoram has been limited. But we are happy with the fact that the BJP has found a presence in Mizoram, the last election, in the district council. We have been increasing our vote share gradually, and therefore we recognize that people of Mizoram feel BJP is a national player in the party in the government at center, with the policies of Prime Minister Modi, which is centric
Absolutely.
policy.
Absolutely.
And the North is a major focus.
Right. Right. Mr. Kohli, you are right there. You are absolutely correct when you say that BJP has been able to increase its vote share. Your vote share in 2013 was 0.37%, and your vote share in 2018 was almost 9%. So it's a huge rise in your vote share.
Yes, Vaspeed, excuse me for that cough. But I was the Prabhari in the 2013 election, and that was the first time we were seeking to create a presence there. And our assessment was that even if we get a small number of votes in a few seats, it would establish the presence of our symbol and the presence of our national politics, which is development-centric. And we've been building on that. I think we need to look at the big picture of the Northeast a little carefully. The Northeast, in terms of the focus on the BJP, there are two major factors. One is Prime Minister Modi's government's relentless focus on development in the Northeast. He himself has made over 50 visits to the Northeast. Ministers have made almost 200 visits, spent nights here, seen that the work on the ground must happen. This is a huge change from earlier, where the Northeast was about relegating funds and then not caring about the development progress. So Prime Minister Modi has personally invested focus and effort in the Northeast. The second factor at a regional level is the contribution of Dr. 𝗏𝗏𝗧𝗏𝗏, who currently is the Chief Minister of Assam, but more importantly has played a major role in bringing together various parties of the Northeast through the NEDA, which is the Northeast Development Alliance. And that has also brought them closer in terms of appreciating that the BJP's focus is about development. It cares genuinely for the Northeast. And the Northeast is considered to be an integral, important part, and the aspirations of its beautiful people must match with the national aspirations.
One question to you. One question I have to ask you. This is my final question to you, Mr. Nalin Kohli. Is that, BJP has always given a lot of importance to small regional political parties. Now, even if you have the strength, like say in Assam or anywhere else, even if you have the strength, you always keep your partners together. Now, in Mizoram, it's a very interesting scenario. MNF has been your partner, MNF is also a regional party, and the ZPM is also a regional party. But BJP also has the instances of changing their regional allies. Now, what could be the scenario in Mizoram? Are you going to join hands with the ZPM if they so desire?
That is something I can't answer, because that is something that will come up before the parliamentary board. The views of our important leaders from the Northeast, like Dr. Hemant Biswa Sarma, all that would matter. And the parliamentary board would obviously include our Honorable Prime Minister, our Honorable Home Minister, Amit Shah, and our National President, Mr. J.P. Nadda, and other senior leaders. However, coming back to your question, there are two parts to it. The first of us is we recognize the regional identity and we respect it. That respect for the regional dynamics of the Northeast, where there are so many tribes, each one distinct and beautiful in its own way, that's something we respect, and we've always that we need to nurture it. The second is the focus on development. If anyone wishes to bring a state into the national mainstream, if they wish to work in a positive sense with the government at the center, and we do that irrespective whether we are partners or not. Prime Minister Modi does not distinguish between a BJP and a non-BJP company. So that's for them to decide. With regard to the MNF, we have not moved away from the MNF. The MNF chose before the election to make certain set of statements speaking about not being part of the NDA. That was Mr. 𝗟𝗏𝗡𝗥𝗧𝗛 as Chief Minister's statement. And if you study again the BJP's history, we have never left partners. If partners choose to move on, that is their prerogative. But we've never left our partners. So it's the MNF which has to answer this, not the BJP.
Absolutely.
Instead, it has moved on.
If the ZPM wants to come close to the BJP, at least for the sake of governance, for the sake of common platform, for the sake of common agenda, for development of Mizoram, thereby development of the country, what will be the BJP stand?
The BJP stand is clear. It is about serving the people of India and every part of India with the national development agenda of Prime Minister Modi's government and under his leadership.
Right.
So if anyone wants to join that, that is something about working for the people.
Absolutely.
But if they join or they don't join, that is for regional parties to decide. It is their right.
Right.
And for our parliamentary board
Yeah.
at the highest level to consider these
Right.
requests.